Hi, I'm Andrew Wasson. Thanks for joining me for my weekly guitar blog. It is August 26th, 2012. And this time around, we're going to be discussing legato technique and how to practice it, especially if you're a beginner to the technique and you've never really succeeded in getting it together in your playing before. Now, this was brought to light through a question that was sent to us by Stacy, and Stacy lives in Evansville, Indiana. He wrote in saying, one technique that I cannot get is legato. I've tried different practice methods and hand stretching concepts to get it going, but I'm having zero success. Might I request you discuss this on your blog? You could probably shed more light on the technique for me to push me along to the next level of my legato ability. From Stacy in Evansville, Indiana, USA. Well, thanks for writing in, Stacy. You know, legato technique can be quite difficult for some players to develop. So much so that there are many guitarists out there who simply never bother getting very far with legato due to the practice hours involved with developing it to a very high functional level. So in discussing legato, I'd like to run through a good cross-section of exercise examples that should be great for getting anyone who's having a tough time with implementing legato into their practice plan. In example number 1, I'm going to begin with the best legato starter exercise I've probably ever come across. It's very simple to develop, and it really gets the fingers moving in a uniform and controlled manner that will help with gaining the consistency and the feel of playing legato. So here it is. It's going to be built off the 4th string, 5th fret, and the idea with it is we're going to travel up chromatically the first 4 frets away, so the frets will be 5, 6, 7, and 8, and the idea will be just hammer-ons and pull-offs with only one pick attack, so it'll go like this. So I'll do it again. And then you can move it around. You move it from the 4th string to the 3rd string, maybe to the 2nd, and all across the guitar. You could move it lower down. Excellent exercise. You can move it laterally as well, go horizontal along several fret positions, and if your hand gets tired, just remember to take a break and come back at it again when your hand feels relaxed and ready to go once more. Now in examples number 2 and 3, I'll be combining a string cross idea along with minor second, major second, and minor third interval movements into these legato exercises. For example number 2, I have a major second to a minor second interval concept between 2 strings. I'll suggest 2 pick attacks here, one to start the phrase off, and then one again to cross over to the higher string. But on the return, however, to that lower string, in this case the 3rd string there, I'm going to suggest that you apply a hammer-on. So in the tab that I have for example number 2, we start on the 3rd string, hammering on 5 to 7. Then we're picking the 5th fret there, and then we're going to pick the 5th fret of the 2nd string and do a hammer-on pull-off, 5, 6, 5. And then hammer on to the 7th fret of 3rd string and pull off to the 5th fret. Like that. And you can move this along the neck as well. Okay, so that's example number 2. In example number 3, I'm starting with a minor second and then string crossing to a minor third above. Apply the exact same picking approach as we used in example number 2. Here's what example number 3 moves along like. We're going to start on the 4th string at the 4th fret with index finger, do a hammer on there, and then we're going to move to the 3rd string and we're going to go 4th fret to 7th, back to 4th, and then we're going to hammer on into the 4th string, 5th fret, pulling off to that 4th fret on 4th string. So the whole idea will go. And you can move that one along the neck as well. Excellent exercise. Now in example number 4, I've upped the level of difficulty slightly with a larger stretch. It's going to be a double whole step stretch idea. Be sure to keep your fretboard hand's thumb lower down in the back of the neck to aid with the stretch technique. What we're going to do is go to the 2nd guitar string, play off of 7th into 5th, so we'll have a 7, 5, 7. You probably want to use your middle finger to do that. And then hammer on 9th, and then do a pull off to 7th, and another pull off to 5th, and a hammer-on back to 7th. So it'll go like so. And you can move that along the neck as well. It's an excellent way to get used to just working on one string and have a more consistent series of hammer-ons and pull-offs with developing your legato technique. So work on all those studies, and it should be great for getting you going with this type of playing. Well, starting into the world of legato with guitar licks by the likes of George Lynch or maybe Alan Holdsworth might pretty much devastate most players who are just starting out into the world of legato technique practice. This type of playing will also require limiting your practice hours, since it places a lot of stress on the muscle groups of the fretboard hand. So take it easy, use the simple exercises that I've developed for the exercises that will get you started, and remember that the last thing any guitar player needs to have happen in their practice is any type of muscle strain due to overexertion. You always got to remember the phrase "no pain, no gain" does not apply to guitarists. So as the first signs of maybe muscle fatigue start setting in, take a break and then come back later on when your muscles feel better, even if that winds up being like 24 hours later. Anyway, once again, that's about all time I have for today. As always, I hope these discussions help you. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a great week, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.